How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another speedrun. Today, we're going to annihilate our previous attempt. And yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I think this may be the final, like, route for the game. I pause every time I'm about to say route. In the previous video I said the same fucking shit. So yeah, this is probably the final route of the game, the speedrun. I'm gonna cry. But basically, it's pretty good. I'm gonna shut up a lot less, I mean, a lot more this video than the last time. Just kind of popping in and out when you see new tricks. As you can see in the bottom right corner, there is the previous run. Now, we're not quite at Hall of Mirrors yet. The next run will be a window within a window, and then we'll do a window within a window within a window. You know, so be lots of fun then. You know, you can watch 4 speedruns at the same time. Peak viewing experience, guys. Peak viewing experience, guys. Peak quality. Only at Polytrick speedruns. You know it. So yeah, as I said, gonna shut the fuck up now. This room is quite boring, so I will just say a few little differences. Little footnote on this run is that this speedrun is actually running at 120 FPS. The previous one was running at 60. I did this to see the differences between the runs and whether or not it would be worth doing a speedrun at 120 or not. And to be honest, I think this will probably be my last speedrun at 120 FPS because it's not worth it. Some loading might be a tiny bit faster, but for the tricks that you have to do, they're a lot more time consuming and unreliable. So yeah.
The previous speedrun is winning. He's winning. It's neck and neck, folks. He's up the hill. He's up the hill. He just jumped. He changed camera. He's gonna... Whoa. He's coming ahead. He's coming ahead. The ball on the wall, folks. He's up first.
So this is the first trick. Shout out to that random South Park guy in the server. What's his name? Scroll. Drip. Shout outs to him for showing us this trick. Here I was doing maths and geometry and calculus all over here in the previous attempt. And yeah, all you gotta do is just jump up over a little piece of stone and boom, it skipped. No need for doing all this shenanigans against the wall. But this new trick here, this is another new trick. I found this. Now this trick is hard, man. Because it's very unreliable. this is basically, it's a new checkpoint warp. But in order for us to get that checkpoint warp to work, I found a way to jump around this cutscene. You'll see it now in a minute, I think. Oh, nope. Come on, Raziel, go back through. This Raziel skin is... it's pretty good. If it had wings, it'd be even better. There we go. Boom. So I just went around a cutscene there. So we're gonna save warp. And ideally, that saves time because we don't have to walk back to that spot. So this is the part of the video where YouTube tells me I need to increase engagement. So I'm going to read random Irish jokes from a website and see if they're any good. Okay, two lads were on opposite sides of a river Lee in Cork. "How do I get to the other side of the river?" shouted one lad to the other. "Sure, you're on the other side," replied the second. What do you call a huge Irish spider? A paddy longlegs. That's fucking terrible. What do Irish ghosts drink on Halloween? Booze. What the fuck are these? These are bad. I prefer to do this a little bit, you know, free flowing. Chasing donkeys. Bulldog. I saw one about Guinness, so we'll read that one. Says the Irishman. A man walks into a bar and sits down. "Sorry, love. Can I have a pint of Guinness and a packet of crisps when you're ready?" "Oh, you must be Irish," she replied. The man was evidently offended and responded, "The cheek. Just because I order a pint of Guinness, you assume I'm Irish? If I ordered a bowl of pasta, would that make me an Italian?" "No," she replied, "but this is a news agent." Alright, those are all terrible. But hey, YouTube, you know, I'm doing things, I'm making moves, engagement up.
Again, I experienced that odd sense of displacement as I was transported to the vampire ruin once more. But this chamber was different than the first.
I've thankfully redeemed myself for this Light Forge. Last time didn't go so hot, you know, with the checkpoint warp, but so annoyed by this checkpoint warp fail was I, that I found a trick that I don't even think we knew about in the original game, or I'm not 100% sure if it's even grabbable in the original. Check that out. Look at that. Boom. That's all I can say. Boom. Big. That's faster than how we would do it in the original. Really cool trick. I was like, I'm not going to start running until I find a way to climb up to the second floor of this room. And yeah, where there's a will, there's a way.
I have the means now to depart the cemetery. I only needed to find the gate that would send me on my way.
Coming up is Kain Pillars, and Kain Pillars on 120 is the annoying part of playing this game at 120. It's just really just not worth it. You need to jump in the air 5 times to get through collision that's over this revolving door. Normally we can just walk through it at 60 because the game updates its collision based off of the frame rate of the game. And because the frame rate is so high, it updates it too quickly, so you can't just walk through the door. So that technique doesn't work at this frame rate. So you have to bring an enemy close to you, and then because he's close to you, then you can have enough grab range to jump 5 times. If the enemy isn't right beside you, you'll get 4 times, and that's not enough to get over this slope. So really just not worth doing this trick this way. And missed the checkpoint warp as well, so not that much time saved over the original. But here, coming up, we're going to do something slightly different. The original run is miles behind now, so you won't really see much of a side-by-side comparison, but maybe just look at it when it catches up, the differences. So we just double jump all the way up here now, which also isn't fun, but it is faster. Here I played safe a bit. But yeah. So we don't have to break the pillar in this anymore. Which is fine. Means we don't have to dodge archer arrows like it's the Matrix. Raziel Pillars as well is a little bit different. So just like Kain Pillars, we can't do the trick to get behind this door, so we can just glide over the top. If only Kain Pillars was... the collision was that shit in Kain Pillars. It actually works in the original as well. But coming up here, this is game-changing trick right here. Some guy in my comment section just said that this was possible, and then I checked it out, and yeah, it's possible. Instead of doing the flying glitch, you can just jump on this ground and then just get up. Saves a lot of time.
And
I'm quite happy how this chapter actually turned out, to be honest. I would say it is probably one of the easiest chapters to do, but it probably does have the biggest repercussions for messing up tricks. Little tip, if anyone wants to do this trick, when you're sliding down the hill, if you just hold neutral input, like don't press anything, as soon as you start sliding, you'll slide down way faster than if you were pushing against it. I just need to get 3 cycle in this because we need to create a petition. Hashtag fix the Elder God, because he has way less vulnerability frames in this compared to the original. And I've played them back and forth doing the exact same combos. It's far more difficult in the remake. I think it's basically impossible to 2-cycle him in this one, unfortunately. Because I think if it were possible to 2-cycle him, theoretically the remaster could be shorter than the remake, than the original. But the Elder God is just so much time, takes up so much time. See, when you jump, you are basically never given an opportunity to hit him 3 times in a row. It's actually fairly easy to hit him by jumping up 3 times in a row in the original. this is pretty fun run, you know. I enjoyed making this quite a lot. I'm having even more fun with the editing. But this is basically like, I'm planning on doing a third run. That would be sub 20 minutes. And then this will basically be like my Legacy of Kain Defiance speedrun trilogy. This is the Two Towers. Previous one was Fellowship. The next one is Return of the King.